Hi there. Welcome to week 7. You're well on your way. I am currently grading the last week 6 papers. So if you're watching this, better check your inbox. You've probably got your grading results, and I've learned a lot about your writing capabilities, your research capabilities. I'm very impressed on how you're working together as teams on your group assignments. I hope you've enjoyed it. We got one more, and that's really what we're going to talk about tonight. So about 5 minutes, I'll tell you what I've seen, what I'm hoping to see for this final major group assignment. There we go. Week 7, yay, 7. You're well on your way. Okay, so here's what we're going to talk about. Let me tell you a little bit about what I've seen in week 6 specifically. Writing has generally been very good. I can tell you that some of the papers, I know I've commented previously that I can generally tell where one writer has started and another one has another one has stopped. I've had some papers for week 6 where I literally could not say, and that's very impressive to me. And that tells me not only about your writing capabilities, but also how much you've been collaborating on your group assignments. So it means that those themes have been consistent, and that's been reflective in your writing style. So I believe you have been coordinating, communicating, and that's really, really important. Hasn't been an issue with timelines. I would like to note that proofreading continues to be a concern. So if your writing is sloppy, it can be distracting, it can take away from the thought process, and it can hurt your logic case. And I'm still generally looking for more critical analysis. And then that third one is critical research to support that analysis. So I'm looking for diverse citations. Again, non-Western, non-US, non-Canadian, non-UK whenever possible. And show your depth of research that you've done. This is really going to be important as you go through in week 7. And again, the final week 6 paper is being graded tonight. It's ongoing, and probably by 9 o'clock Thursday night, all papers for week 6 will be graded. So please take a look at those and try and learn, particularly in the track changes comments. I try to put some salient comments in there that I don't do that to be pithy or to be funny. Some cases I try to be funny. I'll take that back. But I'm really looking at trying to give you some examples and some recommendations on how to improve the product. Okay, so let's talk week 7. Creating value through merger and acquisitions. This is the culminating point of the group assignments. This is very important. So we're beyond the halfway mark on over 50% of the time, but also 50% of your grades. So if you think you're on the cusp of an A, but you're not sure, this paper could make the difference. I don't mean to put it in those drastic terms, but if you're looking between a B and an A, and you really want to get an A, this is where you really, really have a chance to get that 10% extra on a high 90 paper if you really show what you can do. A couple things to remember: there are no page restrictions. Again, my recommendation is formulate this paper as if you are consulting to a Fortune 500 C-level executive. Okay, so I always picture the COO of you name it, your favorite Fortune 500 company. That's who you're briefing this to. So your thoughts have to be very clear and concise, and that's where, again, this proofreading part really comes through. You're not doing yourselves any favors if you see errors or you see writing stylistics and you just basically let it go because you don't want to hurt someone's feelings. You're in this together as a team, so that proofreading process is very important. So the executive summary needs to cover the entirety of weeks 5, 6, and 7. Break down really the analytic building block approach that you've taken to get through to the merger and acquisitions. Okay, that's important. Kind of the scene setter, if you will. I do not need a turn-in of one consolidated paper that contains everything from the 3 weeks. And you can refer to your previous papers. That does not mean you have to cite it. There is not a need to cite yourself in this course. So I'm not talking formal citations, but you can say, you can put in parentheses, week 5 paper in the title. And then if you're referring to something specific, please cite the page number, because I've got that as reference material and I'll be happy to use that. There has to be a financial rationale. We're talking mergers and acquisitions, right? So if you're briefing the COO of your Fortune 500 company and you don't have a financial rationale, do you really think there should be a consideration of mergers and acquisitions? So I guess I would also say is, before you start on week 7's paper, really have a good grounding in the readings for the week and have a good understanding of what we're talking about for those options for M&A. If you don't, if you start writing before you've got that formulated and you have a basis, a foundation, you're probably not going to have a sound salient paper. And again, I know to write the paper as you would to a client, a compelling case. If you have questions, and sometimes you have, again, the Ask the Professor is a great one to use, and I try to get back to that. I do get back to that every day. Same with your emails. I like the Ask the Professor because then everyone can see the results and share from those questions you've thrown at me. But either way is fine. So I have one administrative item. The last day to withdraw from this course is tomorrow, Friday, the 17th of November. If you're considering, here I am. If you're considering withdrawing from the course for any reason, now is the time to seriously deliberate that. I hope you're not in that situation, but if you are, literally tomorrow is your last day. Okay, it's on to week 7. If you got any questions, again, you know where you can reach me. I hope you have a great week, and we'll see you at week 8. Bye.